Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on their P's and their Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on their P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with Cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Weazel News. We are your hosts. My name is Lindsay Lauren, filling in for Sky Davis, and next to me is Dick Dastardly. Dick, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing exceptionally well, Lindsay. I hope you're doing good, and welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I know it was very quick. I got hired last week. I'm happy to be here. It's unfortunate what happened to Sky last night, but we hope that she's recovering well after she had her fall on the sky. Sky fell on the sky. But I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to learn the ropes from you, so I can kind of get to know what I'm doing here.
I think you will do mighty fine here. I think you will do mighty fine. You don't want to learn too many ropes from us because, myself and Sky, we didn't have issues with helicopters. I'm thinking we're going to stay on the ground from now on.
As I can see that, yeah, I don't want to be any aerial accidents or anything like that. So I think I'll keep 2 feet planted.
I would have to definitely agree with that. We'll keep 2 feet planted, four wheels on the ground from now on, I believe.
Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm really excited. I have Sky's notes from this week. Sky actually and I used to work together a little bit when she worked in Vice City. I was actually her coffee assistant. So I ran around and got her coffee and all of that. But now I kind of moved up in the ranks in Vice City, and then I decided to move to Los Santos because it looked really nice and like a better footing. And now I found my place here, and in the right amount of time, it looks like.
Yeah, just right time. And once again, welcome to the news desk. We've always got something going on here in Los Santos. It could be Halloween, it could be Christmas, it could be drug runners, you
Yeah.
name it. It's happening apparently in Los Santos.
It absolutely is. I mean, we've gotten a lot of stuff would happen, prior, but this is definitely a lot more news than I'm used to, and I'm happy to dive into it with you, Dick.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Lindsay. So would you like to take lead on this and run down Sky's notes for us?
I'd love to. So it looks like, earlier in the week, we had 2 SHP units out on the roads in southeast southeast Los Santos. Um, and they were in the docks and in that area down there. We had quite a few situations happen. The crime unit was actually used a lot that evening by the commissioner himself because the crime units were short-staffed, and they found, I believe, 3 three bodies around southeast Los Santos in burnt cars and are possibly linked to prior cases in Los Santos. They found similar accelerants in other places around the city, and this could be another clue to the serial arsonist and serial killer.
Do they think the two maybe related? You wonder if the serial arsonist we had a while back has escalated now to taking lives within the city, possibly.
I mean that is a great observation, and we will have to see. It was written that the um, that troopers did talk to the fire investigator, and he said that chemicals that were used in other areas of the city were also used at these crime scenes, and took place in the oil fields out there near Postal 52 and other places around the city. So it looks like some high crime happening here, Dick.
That is very unfortunate here within the city. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to remind our citizens if they see somebody that looks out of place to make sure they call law enforcement over to at least investigate and find out what's going on with that person.
Absolutely. If you see something, say something.
Yes, most definitely. Is it SSSS? See something, say something. Four
Yeah.
S's. Remember
Yep.
that, four S's.
Yeah. Dick's 4 S's.
Forces, forces.
Yeah. So that's happening. That was happening. Um, yeah, throughout the city. And then they also, I believe, responded to a uh dealing with I believe somebody was missing, or they got some clues to somebody who was missing within the city. I don't know if you have more clear detail on that. Sky doesn't have many details.
That's right. I was listening to the scanner, and they was called down to Bob's Balls, the bowling alley down there in the city. Apparently, there is a potential crime scene. Is how I understand it. That I believe is it Captain Rico was the lead on. Potentially, there was a broken cell phone and other personal items belonging to a reported missing person found behind a bowling alley. They would not release the name as of this time, but they said it is ongoing investigation and they will potentially be calling a press conference in the coming weeks if the uh, missing persons case isn't closed quickly and expeditiously.
Wow, wow. I
We have
mean,
our hunches of who it may be, but at this time we don't want to worry the family members of these people,
yeah.
so we're going to keep that information confidential also.
My heart goes out to that person and their family and a safe return home, because it sounds like a pretty high risk or a high risk situation.
Most definitely it's going to be a high risk situation because I believe it may be being linked to a possible crime syndicate that's attempting to take foot within our state and our county and our city here,
Oh goodness.
that has their hands in a whole lot of things, including human trafficking at this time.
Oh Lord.
Yes, yes, ma'am,
That
Miss
is
Lindsay.
not good to hear. I also know that this was based out of Polito, but and there's another bolo out for a Vic Porter. She's been gone for about 3 to 4 weeks now, and it does not look like there's been any sight or any clues into her disappearance. So we do hope that she makes it home as well. She disappeared out of Sandy Shores, or excuse me, Polito. And they're asking that everyone in the entire state keeps an eye out for her because she's known to be in all parts of the state. and not just one. So be on the lookout for a Vic Porter. Says that she has long brown hair, known to wear a red shirt and white pants and black sneakers and a bandana. So be on the lookout for that if you see someone that matches that description.
Was she last on foot, or does anybody
They
know if she may be in a vehicle or anything?
So, from what Sky has in her notes, a few weeks ago, Captain Rico and a Captain Rico and Lieutenant O'Connor were out in Polito, and it was a call from Vic Porter herself, and she said that uh, a green sedan had her in the vehicle and took off with her. But then it was known, I believe that they found that green vehicle without tags, without registrations, and Vic Porter was not seen inside the vehicle, so it is unknown at this time.
Oh no, I hate to
Yeah,
hear that. So yeah,
I
everybody keep your eyes and ears out for that Miss Vic Porter.
we hope that she's okay. I believe that she is a previous criminal, but she has been keeping her good in her the past several months within Sky's notes. So I do wish the best for her, and I hope that she can stay out of trouble when she pops up soon.
Yes, most definitely pops up in the upright breathing position soon. We want to
Absolutely.
reiterate.
Absolutely. While I shuffle through my notes here, do you have anything to add, Dick?
Not from that night. I think that's pretty much wraps up the Tuesday investigations.
Yes. And now we had a busy or you and Sky had a busy night last week. I know that you had some cameras running last night that the viewers might have seen. Do you want to run down some of the things that you saw last night?
Oh, there's so much to run down that we covered last night from the News 14 helicopter. Let's see, we have some homeless personnel that was sleeping on top of the oil tanker behind the Vinewood sign that park rangers and sheriff's officers had to relocate. Let's see what else. We had a
Wow.
large fire above the syphilis theater. That fire department was able to get put out fairly
Wow.
quickly. All the dry conditions we have in the city right now, due to the lack of rainfall that's fallen over summer, has led to a bowl of tinder waiting to burst into flames at any moment.
Oh boy. Wow.
Oh, we also had a 1080. We was lucky to catch her on camera almost from the time it began all the way until the completion of the 1080.
Wow, that's incredible. That's some good camera skills and good flying there.
Yes, Sky done some awesome flying for me, and we was able to maintain maintain contact with the Adam subject, and we filmed them all the way from the casino area all the way down, almost back here to the news station.
Wow. Wow,
We
that is
were lucky.
incredible.
It
Wow.
was.
Yeah, and it looks like I believe it looks like you guys also covered um a or maybe I don't know what Sky has written here. Some of Sky's writing is kind of looks like Chinese.
Well, she may
But
have been on her, painkillers when she was writing these notes from last night, from her
that
unfortunate
is very
accident.
true. Some things have squiggles on them, and it kind of looks like Chinese. Um, but it looks like she wrote that she's been for the weather is gonna be partly cloudy and sunny leading into the weekend next weekend. So we have some scattered thunderstorms coming out tomorrow, and then a nice and easy breeze into the weekend and the rest of the week, which is
No,
awesome.
no chance of rain. I hope.
I hope not as well. I do hope as well. Um, and then I believe that we covered most of everything there that Sky had. Did you get anything else after? And again, guys, as you guys know, my name is Lauren. I'm just filling in for Sky because there was a crash that happened after she dropped you off, Dick, to work on to get the van to work on a little bit of maintenance. Um, it was reported that the chopper had a leak or something that made it go down. The scene is not completely all clear because, again, Sky is still under heavy pain meds, heavy sedation, and we're going to hopefully get some more information on out of her tomorrow on exactly what happened because I know that the Los Santos Police Department wants to get some more information about that as well.
That's right, Sky. Actually, when she put me down, I had to run down to the Weazel News Media Center, and my brother Ricky wound up getting word that the helicopter went down. So he rushed back up there to the park area, and he was able to speak to Sky as they was loading her into the ambulance, and
Wow.
she was very delirious. Was telling him she was sorry that she crashed a helicopter, and glad that she was able to put him down to get the Weasel News vans up
Yeah.
there, but she didn't realize she was talking to Ricky instead of Dick or to
Oh.
myself last night. So,
Oh, wow.
but from
Wow.
my understanding, while we was there, I was down here taking care of the business. Ricky was up there hanging out around the fire department, and they had a man that just ran into the fire staging area that had been stabbed apparently multiple times. At the time, there was
Wow.
no suspect in the area. And while law enforcement was looking for suspects and fire EMS was treating the injured man, believe it or not, there were some monkeys that apparently had escaped the humane
Oh
labs
my goodness.
and made their
Wow.
way up to the park, and they were attacking people and officers in the area.
Oh my goodness. And I heard that did they set some porta potties on fire? Is that what I heard?
Apparently, somehow they set some porta potties on fire. Maybe they found a lighter, or maybe they found some burning fires from a campfire or something. But they managed to set the porta potties on fire in the park area,
Oh
and it
my
was a
goodness.
fairly involved fire that Ricky was able to catch on camera the entire time.
Wow.
And believe it or not, it was three brown monkeys and one albino monkey. And apparently, the
Uh,
albino monkey was leading the pack.
albino.
Yes,
Oh
a
my
white,
goodness.
just as white as your shirt is, albino.
Wow.
And apparently that was the leader of the pack, and I believe it attacked a couple of officers out. And once it started attacking the officers made a tough decision to start culling the monkeys because they was afraid of what diseases they may have been infected with down there from the labs.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad that everything was taken care of okay and nobody got, more injured at that scene. Because that could have been
Uh,
very bad.
It could have been. I'm glad no officers were bit because those rabies shots are a long process of getting. I think like 14
Hmm.
shots at a time into your
Uh,
stomach area.
a long process, and I mean a lot of money too. I mean, medical costs are definitely climbing up here within the entire state. Even for the police stations. So wow.
Yes, most definitely. At least they was able to save the taxpayers a few dollars by euthanizing humanely these monkeys.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's it. Oh, and about the time they was able to euthanize the monkeys, they had actually found the gentleman they were accusing of stabbing the other unfortunate victim earlier in the night.
Oh my goodness.
It
Did
was
they
a go
did
ahead.
they take that person into custody?
They did take the person into custody and transported to a holding cell at the park ranger station to await transport further into the city for a court date.
Hmm. My goodness. Like we do hope that that person who is injured is okay. Um, like you said, were they unconscious at the scene?
They were unconscious, unresponsive at the scene. I did not get the victim's name because at the time the law enforcement was not releasing the victim's name. They
Okay.
was able to manage to load them on the stretcher, and they got them down to Pillbox Medical fairly quickly because they was bleeding out fairly quickly.
Wow.
I'll tell you, it was a night for the books in the park area. I've never seen it that busy and that
Yeah.
crazy in the park.
That is insane.
About the only thing we didn't have last night in the park was someone trying to jump off the Vinewood sign.
Hey, you know what? That's a good thing that we didn't have that though, because there was so many other crazy things that were happening.
But I don't think we could have kept up with it all if we had one more crazy thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 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 Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Have you been listening to any music lately, Dick?
I've just been mostly listening to that Pandora's Box music on the Apple iPhone I got, or and the Pear phone I have myself. That Pandora's Box music has got some pretty good mixes lately on there. I kind of stepped away from some of that boob tube music and went to some more traditional style music lately.
Nice. I haven't listened to Pandora's Box in a while. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I've been listening to some awesome music that we got up in here in San Andreas. I'm new to the area, so it's really nice to see Moody Rocks and all the new artists that I didn't know.
Oh yeah, hey, that's right. You're new. You haven't met Booty the Rocks and Rocket City Midgets yet, have you?
I have not. I am not, and I'm looking forward to it. I did hear some of their music the other night, and wow, it was interesting. I'll just say that, but I am looking forward to listening to more.
They are, like a certain pair together. They are a special breed. Once you meet them for the first time, you will not believe your eyes when you see them.
I might need to bring some glasses then, some shaded glasses maybe to
Definitely to hide your
protect my
surprise.
eyes. Uh, wow.
So Lizzie, you've been in our city for a little bit of time. Have you found any businesses you enjoy going to on a frequent basis?
I've been getting new to the area, really getting to know the area and what the city has to offer, and I do really enjoy going down to the Irish pub is one that I've been to twice now, and I really enjoy it there. It's nice to have a drink and just try to whatever your choosing is and just try to relax, play some darts. So I'd say that's one that I've been to the most. I've been there twice, but I look forward to going throughout the city to more restaurants and more events and more things like that. Do you have any to recommend to me, Dick?
You can check out Bahama Mamas is a great place. Pearl's Seafood Restaurant out there on the pier is another awesome place for fresh seafood caught directly off the pier. We have an awesome pizza and Italian place down close to Bob's Balls. And once again, if you enjoy bowling, check out Bob's Balls down there. And they have, I think, 7 lanes for all your bowling pleasure. And that way, all the balls you want to play with, they have plenty of balls.
Wow.
Yes, and
All the balls that you want to play with, they have plenty of
all the
them.
balls you
Good,
want to
good
play
to
with,
know. It looks like you have plenty of experience with that, Dick.
Well, he does have some smooth round balls at down at Bob's Balls, so they're very
Well,
nice.
I, I'm glad that you know that, Dick. I'm glad that you and Dick and the balls are friends.
Oh yes, if you enjoy camping, up at Larry's RV in Sandy at Postal 940, there he is now dealing in the newest and greatest and latest
Ah,
RVs. He does have some budget RVs for those who need those budget RVs.
that's incredible.
Just recently opened about 15 days ago. He hasn't got much business, but from a few regulars that has some deep pockets here in the city. But just trying to send some more business up towards Larry's RVs.
Yes, looking forward to that. I heard they have a new pull RV that's really nice, or a pull camper, and some really nice onions, and I can't wait to go out there to check it out.
Yes, they have some awesome campers. I went there and bought one myself. I went. I got a nice paycheck, a nice little bonus recently from Weazel News. So I went and bought the
Wow.
biggest camper you had and had it painted lime green and lemon yellow.
Oh my goodness, that sounds fantastic.
Oh yes, it is
So,
awesome.
so you're driving around in a camper that looks like a sprunk bottle.
It's just like a sprunk ball. One of my favorite drinks. Exactly. That's what you know. That's what I fashioned it after the old sprunk can, sprunk bottles.
Nice. Nice. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I like E Cola, um and I'm glad that you like Sprunk. I need to drink more Sprunk. Sprunk is good.
Yeah, sprunk is a little better than E. Cola because it doesn't have quite as much caffeine. I think it's
Yeah.
got more sugar, but not quite as much caffeine. So
Uh
it's a trade off, one for one.
yeah. So you can either yeah, yeah. You can either have energy in a cup or diabetes in a cup or both.
Or you can have both if you decide you want to mix them together and make you a good old suicide drink.
Yeah.
You have energy and diabetes. You won't know if you're coming or if you're going.
That is very true, very true. Do you have anyone that you'd like to recommend for Person of the Week, Dick?
Let's see here. We've got several good firefighters within the city. I don't really have a particular firefighter to recommend. I say we just recognize the entire fire and police force once again for everything they do for the city.
Yeah,
They always out there risking their lives trying to put out these fires, these monkeys start, or trying to find out who's stabbing who lately in the city and trying to get to the bottom of all these
yeah,
arsonists and murders.
yeah. That is awesome. Um, and I know they had three LEO on duty last night, and they really held it together really well. So props to everyone working out there as a first responder.
Most definitely there,
Yeah,
Lindsay. I couldn't ask for a
yeah.
better group.
Absolutely. We only had a one tow on last night from Mosley's Lorenzo. So big shout out to him for being the only tow and holding it together on tow. We thank him. He had to go, all throughout the city because we were up in the hills. But then that 11080, he had to go all across the city and then all the way back and then all the way across the city, and it got hectic a little bit.
And yes, and Lorenzo was awesome. He kept it together, kept his sanity. I don't know how he done it, but he was able to maintain his sanity
Yeah,
while snatching all these cars off the road.
yeah. Wow. That is awesome. What do we have? Anything else that we'd like to report, Nick?
That may be about it. I have heard though there is a new sickness that is sweeping the city. Something that is turning people's eyes red and making their skin kind of pale out. So if you start
Oh,
with a little feeling a little bad, head on down to a pillbox, get checked out because we'd
yeah,
hate to have a repeat of last year. With the
yeah,
pale skin and bloodshot eyes sweeping across the city.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, and hopefully everyone's picking out their Halloween costumes here soon. I know that the sheriff's department, and Weazel News, and possibly the state are going to be doing an event on October 29th on the Halloween Eve, one of those nights. It should be a lot of fun. More details to come.
Ooh, that does sound fun.
Yeah. It definitely does. But with that, if we don't have anything else to add, um, it's been great being on the news here, and I look forward to covering for a few more weeks until Sky is all the way back up to health. Um, and recording and being with you, Nick, and having some fun.
Yes, Miss Lindsay. It's been great to have you here. Our thoughts and prayers are with Sky. Hope she heals quickly.
Yeah.
We're not in a rush for her to come back. So,
Mhm.
when I had my accident, they told me to take all the time I needed. So, Sky,
Yeah.
take all the time you need, and we'll have Lindsay here, just keeping your seat
Yeah.
warm for you, and see how she does.
Absolutely, and I look forward to it. Yeah, because it's gonna be pretty great. Wow.
Yes, it will. So,
Wow.
Miss Lindsay, if you would like to do the honors of closing us out, have at it.
All right. My name is well, I don't know what that happened, but my
A
name
Sky's ghost sounds like.
I don't know. My name Oh Lord.
Just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay, Lindsay. Just breathe and
I
just
got
gather
nervous,
yourself.
Dick. I got nervous.
I see that. Too much pressure. Too much pressure.
It
Okay, let's try
is.
this one more
Yeah.
time.
All right. My name is Lindsay Horn. This is Dick Dastardly. You have been watching Weazel News. To get more information about the server that we are on, go to kuffsgaming.com. /guide and in the Discord and rotation to learn about everything that the server has to offer, and we appreciate you being here. So for myself and Dick Dastardly, we will see you on the next one. Have a great night.
Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.